Good morning, guys. It is 11 o'clock, so let's start with this session. Hope I am audible to everyone. Now, I assume that all of you, because you have joined on a Sunday morning, I assume you are hardcore derivatives enthusiasts. Okay, so congratulations, guys. Even I have been following derivatives market since I was very young, your age, and that time derivatives trading had not started in India. So I am one of the very few people who saw and helped the market in evolving, at least in the initial stages. In the year 1998, when derivatives had not started, I had hosted a conference on derivatives, and there a lot of people came in and a lot of institutions participated simply because they expected the derivatives market to start. And at that point of time, people did not have, or participants did not have enough clarity. Of course, we have come a very long way since then. Derivatives was launched in the year 2000, both by NSE and BSE almost simultaneously. And since then, they have been in a race, perpetual race, basically to outsmart each other as far as the derivatives segment goes. Okay, now we have seen very widespread participation in derivatives, and so much so that SEBI has now decided to actually clamp down, okay, on derivatives because the trading volume has been enormous. Please refer to my message that I circulated yesterday. Uh, Indian derivative segment is now clocking almost 30 to 50% of the global volumes. Now, just put that in context, okay? 30 to 50% of global derivatives volumes. Now, I must also say that it is listed derivatives volume, not OTC. It is being clocked from India. So you can imagine the amount of frenzy or amount of speculation that is happening in derivatives right now. Okay, I have a basic question at this point of time. Okay, because we will be talking of speculation and hyper speculation a lot. Is speculation good for the market or bad for the market? You can just unmute yourself and you can talk. Is speculation good for the market or bad for the market? Who will answer? Please unmute yourself and talk if you want to. Is speculation good for the market or bad for the market? Please unmute
Uh,
yourself if you want to talk. Yes.
I think it's not good for the market, sir.
Okay. Now, what is the supporting reason? Why do you think so?
Sir, the thing is when people are speculative, it might be
Mhm.
like they do not have the level of confidence,
Mhm.
like for forthcoming future. They are not
Okay.
convinced about the result for the upcoming future.
Okay. What is
Like
the difference
speculative
between
in,
speculation and investment in your point of view?
sir, in my point of view, investment is something like where you are convinced, where you are
Okay.
totally convinced with
Where
the,
you're
uh,
informed.
sir.
Where you're informed, basically. Investment is when you're informed.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
informed and I'm totally
Uh,
convinced to it.
yes. And you have taken investment to be a science. Okay. Speculation in Hindi, we called it satta. Okay. Speculation is more from your gut. Okay. What you feel about the market. Okay. A lot of literature you will study. Even I believe that, reasonable amount of speculation is good for the market because it first injects liquidity, and second, it makes informed trading more profitable. So on the counterparty, when you trade with people who are highly informed, okay, and you lose money to them, then it becomes profitable for the counterparty. Okay. And for any market to function, actually both kind of people need to be there. So there need to be people who are ill informed, and there need to be people who are highly informed. Because if there are highly informed people only on the trading floor, then nobody will trade with each other. Okay. If everybody knows that prices of Reliance tomorrow will be higher than today, then nobody is going to sell today. Correct? They will all wait for tomorrow to come. So speculation in a way is good for the market, but only till a reasonable limit. And in today's discussion, we will see how hyperinflation, hyper speculation is actually destroying the market. Okay, so just I hope now by now a lot of people have joined. Yes, so now we can begin the main content. So in India, now there is a new addiction. Okay, newbies, basically people who have joined very new in the market are taking risky naked options bet. Okay, it means what does naked option mean? It means uncovered. Okay, so you don't have any cash position to hedge or you don't have any futures position to hedge. Now, guys, if this is new for you, please unmute yourself and ask whatever you want to ask. Okay, I'll be happy to answer, or you can even wait till the end and we can. It's better if you ask in between so that everybody can understand from your question. Now, the problem, what is the problem? Just about a week back, Madhavi Puri Buch, who is the SEBI chairman, has said this in a conference. She has said that households are losing about 60,000 crores a year on futures and options bets. Okay. And we will see how much 60,000 crore means. Now, really, if you see the statistics and numbers, uh, Indian market volumes have hit the roof, and it has almost become like a gambling casino. Okay. Uh, SEBI had conducted a study in 2023, which is just about a year back, and some very shocking results have come out. Now, please pay please pay detailed attention to this because a lot of these will also be asked in your placement interviews. Okay. Having an opinion in interviews is very good, and so if you have this opinion about the market, then you will easily get selected whenever you go for interviews and they ask any question on futures and options. You can talk about what we discussed in this particular seminar and also in the subsequent seminars and boot camps that we will do. Okay. Total individual traders have shot up about 5 times, okay, from 7 lakhs to about 45 lakhs. And this number too was 2 years back. Now it is more than 60 lakh traders. So it has actually jumped about 10 times. Okay, in the last 4 years, number of traders have jumped 10 times. And 88% of this is very active. Of this group, 88% is very active. Now, are they really making money? Okay, or what are they doing in this market? Let's just try to understand. Okay, so SEBI report actually did a study, and the outcome of the study was that 89% of the traders, which means 9 out of 10 individual traders, are actually making a loss. Okay, they are making a loss. uh, is this clear to everyone? 9 out of 10 traders, individual traders, are actually making a loss. And how much? Yeah, please ask a question if you have.
Sir, I had a question about
Yes.
yeah, I had a question about the naked options that you put
Yes.
forward first in the first slide. Can you
Yes.
differentiate between a naked option and an option? Because in both the ways, there is we are not owning the right to the underlying asset. So, what is the key
Yes. So
differentiation between both of
yes.
those things?
Yes, I will tell you the difference. So for example, I do a lot of covered call writing. Okay. What is the difference between a covered call writing and a naked writing? Writing is basically selling options. Okay, so what I do as a strategy, and it has been quite remunerative for me. I sell at the money call options. Okay, and I buy futures. Now, why do I buy futures? I buy futures to hedge the position. So, supposing if I am selling a particular call, supposing I sold Tata Motors 1200 call today. Okay, and at the end of 1 month, Tata Motor ends at 1500. So basically, apart from the premium, I have lost 300 rupees. So what do? I buy futures to cover that or hedge that position. So when Tata Motors climbs 300 rupees, then the money that I lose on my call option, I actually make on the futures position. Okay, and that profit and loss is exactly 1:1. So there is a complete hedge. Okay, so one option is I go ahead and sell naked option. And second option is I cover it by an underlying position, which is either in the cash market or in the futures market. I prefer futures market because then I get the hedging benefits. Okay, I get the margin benefits. Is this clear? The difference between a naked option and covered option?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So, covered position, I always take covered position in the derivatives market, not from losses perspective. Of course, it protects you from a lot of loss, but there are lot of margin benefits also. And we will see what these margin benefits are. We will see in this presentation itself. Okay. So what is the outcome? About 9 out of 10 individual traders are losing. Okay. How much money are they losing? Average loss during financial year 22, when this survey was conducted, 90% of the active traders incurred an average loss of 1.25 lakhs. Okay, 1.25 lakh was the average loss. Imagine 90% of the traders are losing, and they are losing about 1.25 lakhs a year. Okay. So what is the ratio of loss to profits? If you think, people who are making profits are very smart, what is the ratio of loss to profit? The ratio is 15 times. So the average loss divided by average profit is 15 times. Okay. So this is the state of the market today in India, and you can very well imagine who it is serving. Guys, please mute yourself, all of you. I have allowed you to unmute because I want you to ask questions, but you must keep yourself mute when you're not asking questions. Okay. So 15 times is the loss to profit ratio of 90% of the market. Okay. So if 89% people made losses, how many people made money? 11% people made money. But there is a catch here also. Okay. Average profit of traders was 1.5 lakhs. But the catch is, if you exclude the outliers, people who made money, okay, of the people who made money, only 6% of the people made profit more than 3,400 rupees per year, okay, for the whole year. This figure is for the whole year. So you can imagine that about 95% of the market is either making losses or not making money at all. ठीक है? Clear है सबको? So question is, is this a class on how to make money? No, I don't teach you. Of course, I teach you how to make money, but our main study is how this financial market is created, how it is run, how trading is done, how settlement is done, how margining is done, how risk management is done, surveillance is done, and finally how clearing and settlement is done, and how the whole process, works. That is more our core area, which appeals to MBA finance students, and not so much of trading. Okay. So am I selling anything from this? No, I'm not selling anything. So what is the verdict? If you are not in top 6% of the market, then it is useless to be in derivatives. Okay, there is no point in putting your household money and losing money, as SEBI report has shown. Only 6% of the people have taken everybody's profit. 6% of the people have taken away 94% of the people's profit. Anybody knows who this guy is? Are you aware? कौन है? Last.
Yes, sir. PR Sundar.
Yes,
YouTuber,
last
Yes,
sir.
sir.
one.
PR Sundar, the YouTuber.
Yeah, he's a YouTuber and he's one of the biggest option traders in India. Of course, SEBI banned him about 1.5 years back, so he has shifted to US to trade in US markets. It's coincidence that I signed him up as our brand ambassador about 3 years back. Okay, I don't know whether all of you know, I have a fintech company and two brands, taxbuddy.com and finbingo.com. So he used to endorse us, and I used to sponsor his evening videos for about 2 years. Okay. Uh, so what is the state of derivatives market and how much money everyone is making? I hope that is clear to all of you. Now, NSE and BSE are both trying to shift, trading hours to about 9 p.m. And my personal feeling is that people's losses will only go up from about 60,000 crores right now to about 80,000 crores. Okay, so even we are participating. FMLI is participating in the SEBI, feedback they have asked, and we have some concrete feedbacks to give. So we will give that. So what is the real problem? I hope you have understood. And the problem is that Indian derivatives market stands completely gamified today. Okay, and it is like a casino. All of you know what a casino is. Now look at this chart on your right, and you will see here derivatives to cash volume ratio. In India, the ratio is 422. And the next, so what is this ratio? This ratio is total volume in derivative segment divided by total volumes in cash segment. Now, cash segment itself is very big in India. We are the fourth largest economy right now in terms of market capitalization. So you can imagine how big our cash market is. But our derivatives market is 422 times bigger than cash market. Okay. And clearly it's an outlier. And you can see the next highest is actually Germany, only 36 times. So we are doing more than 10 times more volume, as a ratio to the cash to the next. Please mute yourself, guys. Okay, to Germany. Okay, anybody who asks question or talk, please mute yourself. And you can see what has happened to the volumes in the left chart. It has simply exploded after COVID. So what has happened is in COVID, people have lost, their jobs, or they have sat at home and they were trying to find alternate engagement or alternate employment. And lot of them have actually landed in the derivatives market. Okay, and that is creating a problem. On July 30th, 2024, which is about 5 days ago, SEBI has released a consultative paper inviting feedback on this unchecked volume of derivative segment. Okay, and FMLI, as I said, will also be giving some feedback, especially on the timing and how to manage risk, etc., in derivatives in a better way. SEBI says that derivatives helps in price discovery, improving market liquidity. We all know this, and helping investors manage risk. So, derivatives market is very good for hedging. If you have a cash position, or if you have a commodities position, or if you even have interest rate position or position in FX, supposing you are an exporter and you're about to receive money in Forex, USD or Euro or Japanese yen, etc., you can enter the derivatives market and you can hedge yourself and you can lock the prices. Uh, Derivatives has been very good in the initial stages in price discovery, but is it now leading to price distortion is the question. Okay, whether it is helping price discovery or price distortion. And SEBI report actually says, they don't mention the word distortion, but I think it is distorting the prices, especially on the last day when the expiry happens. So I don't know whether all of you know, guys, there are four types of derivative contracts. Okay. Index futures, index options. Of course, there are many types. I have not included commodities and interest rate derivatives, etc. Otherwise, the list would have been longer. In the Indian exchange segment, the popular contracts are index futures, index options, stock futures, and stock options. Okay, of which actually index option is seen to be very problematic right now. Okay, and the guys, please mute yourself. Okay, so index options, as per this report, is being problematic, and all the volumes that you're seeing is coming from index options. And it's simply because India now has too many indexes. Okay, so Nifty and Sensex, etc., a lot of position is built on that, but a lot of position is also built on IT index, Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty actually is as liquid as Nifty itself. Okay. SEBI says that introduction of short duration index options have introduced trading hyperactivity by individual traders. Okay, and there are some keywords here. Short duration means weekly options. Okay, the problem is more concentrated in index options, and there is trading hyperactivity. It's not activities, it is hyperactivity. Remember, 422 times as compared to cash segment, and by individual traders. So SEBI is not bothered about prop traders as in institutional traders or trading members trades, etc., or algo traders. It is more concerned with individual traders and protecting the market or protecting the individual traders from the market. मतलब इनको लोगों को आदत लग गई है. I had sent a WhatsApp meme, a couple of days back, where somebody was brought in rehab center, and somebody is asking कि इसको ड्रग्स की आदत है या शराब पीने की. तो बोलती है उसकी वाइफ की नहीं नहीं, इसको F&O की आदत लग गई है. Okay, so F&O in India has now become a habit, and as you will see, as I have demonstrated by numbers, about 90% of the people are losing money, and 6% more of the people are making less than 4,000 rupees a year. So imagine, मतलब ये तो बस ऐसे ही जुआ की तरह हो गया एक तरह से. Okay, and there is huge speculative trading volumes on expiry date. Now, I don't know how much of derivatives you know, guys. I will try to simplify it as much as possible. Okay, derivatives market is extremely interesting. मुझे तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है, and I have very deep domain expertise on derivatives. I've helped exchanges build their derivatives segment in trading and in risk management, surveillance, etc. I have also, headed derivative trading application creation and back office also. तो मेरा तो बहुत ही pet subject है derivatives, and right from start when derivatives are not started in the market, तब से मैं derivative segment में काम कर रहा हूँ. Okay, so it's been very dear to my heart. Equity derivative contracts have monthly expiry. Okay, except some index options that have weekly expiry since 2016. Before 2016, everything, all derivative contract had monthly expiry, but 2016 mein something changed. Okay, and sectoral index contracts were introduced with weekly expiry. Now, SEBI has left it to exchange to choose their expiry date. So exchanges, when they introduce contracts, they decide when it will expire. And both the exchanges, NSE and BSE, have chosen weekly expiry because weekly expiry gets traffic. Okay, traffic in turn gets liquidity. Liquidity in turn gets other traders. And when other traders and lot of traders come into the market, then the market actually becomes very useful to trade. और अब यूजफुल से भी ज्यादा कहीं आगे निकल हम आए हैं जहां पर देर इज हाइपर एक्टिविटी एंड हाइपर स्पेक्यूलेशन. ओके, नाउ देर आर expiries on all 5 days of the week. So you pick up any week, some index option contract will be expiring on that day. So that is the reason why actually people have started flocking to the market to try and profit from these daily expiry options. Daily expiry as in weekly expiry, but some option will expire on that particular day. Okay. Level of speculation, you can imagine Indian markets now account for about 30 to 50% of global derivatives turnover. It is insane. It is absolutely insane. I will not say it is unsustainable because एक बार वो शुरू हो जाता है आग तो खत्म होना बहुत मुश्किल है उसको. And so much so you can imagine people are losing money. 90% of the people are losing money, yet they are participating and now built up turnover, which is 30 to 50%, depending on which contract you choose of the, global turnover. Now, if you see the trends in notional turnover, okay, just 1 minute, huh, guys. A lot of people have joined the group, but they don't have joining link. 1 minute, huh? And just said, I just sent the link. Okay, so Abhinav, this is NSE and BSE data. Now, what does it show? This data shows that all the volumes, okay, all the volumes in a contract is happening just on the last day and when it is due to expire. देखो आप clearly देखो. Okay, so in Sensex contracts, now Sensex is huge. Okay, Sensex में इतना volume होता है, open interest इतना high रहता है, but yet 40% of those volumes is happening in the last 1 hour. Okay, last 60 minutes as a percentage of expiry day. So, daily volume ka 40% is happening in the last 1 hour and 27% is happening in the last 30 minutes of expiry. So सबको problem समझ में आ गया है? Please say no if you have not understood the problem. I hope everybody has understood the problem that in the last 1 hour, 40% of the trades are happening, volumes are happening, and in the last 30 minutes, 27% of the trades are happening. Okay. And expiry day as a percentage of last 5 days. So these contracts, even if they are monthly contract or weekly contract, 96% of the turnover is happening in the last 5 days. So कैसा रहता है? Illiquid, 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 illiquid चलता है, and then hyper liquidity. Okay, that is how the journey is happening. Okay, so SEBI obviously is concerned about so much of speculation and so much of activity in the last 1 hour or 30 minutes. Okay. Now, of course, if you have to put things in context, and in the entire capital market, the mood has been very upbeat. The mood has been very upbeat. Okay, India now has 16 crore demat accounts, and just for your information, 12 crores of these accounts were opened in the last 4 years. ओके सो डीमैट तो जब मैं नया नया आया था मार्केट में तब से चालू हुआ था सो ईयर 2000 odd something. Okay, I was very closely involved with NSDL and CDSL when DMAT had started. Okay, I sat on a committee that CDSL had created on tariff and settlement issues. I am one of the first few creators of financial markets as far as settlement infrastructure and trading applications and settlement applications are concerned. Uh, India adopted derivatives very fast. Sorry, DMAT very fast. But again, 12 crores out of 16 crore DMAT accounts was opened in the last 4 years. So it tells something. It tells that after COVID, actually during COVID and after COVID, there has been a surge of activity. Okay, and we have seen that index has also gone up, 3 times. Please mute yourself, guys. Please mute yourself. Let me see if I have a mute all option. Okay, thank you. Now, warning sign. Okay, if you see the trend in annual turnover in the F&O segment, the warning sign is written everywhere. So index option, for example, the premiums, okay, was in financial year 18, the premium was about 4.5 lakh crore. And today it has shot up after 6 years. It has shot up to 138 lakh crore. Imagine 138 lakh crore. Turnover, notional turnover of derivatives has gone up from 1650 lakh crore, okay, to 80,000 lakh crores. I mean, it is insane. Any statistic that you see, especially on the index side, the markets have become insane, and last 4 years it has absolutely been insane. ऐसा लगता है जैसे ना कि पेट्रोल ये किया हुआ है डाला हुआ है इन फायर ओके एंड ऑब्वियसली आई बिलीव दैट इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू एंड it's not going to end in a good way. Okay, so one of the things that we are also tracking is the landing going to be good? Okay, as financial managers or investment managers, you have to be very careful of this, what your customers are doing and whether the landing will be good. For every 100 rupees traded by individual investor in 2018, okay, in 2018, which is only 6 years back, only 2 rupees went to index option segment. Now it has gone to rupees 41. So it has gone up. The allocation of money by investors has gone up about 20 times. Okay. Now this chart also shows you statistics that at the end, at the closing time, so between 2:30 to 3:30 market closes. Okay, the volatility and trading activity is absolutely the complete volatility. Of course, it is there in the opening times also, but in opening times it is expected. Why is it expected? Because market is trying to do price discovery at that time. At that time, because there has been a long closure window of the market since 3:30 yesterday to 9:30 today, because the market was closed and many things changed in the world, the prices will obviously not be the same as closing price yesterday. बट मार्केट को थोड़ा सा टाइम लगता है प्राइस डिस्कवरी करने में ओके अबाउट 15 नॉट मिनट्स बट यू सी दैट बियॉन्ड द ओपनिंग टाइम्स करीब 11 बजे स्टेबल हो जाता है मार्केट बट आफ्टर दैट यू सी व्हाट हैपेंस एट द एंड अगेन यू विल सी अ लॉट ऑफ वोलेटिलिटी एंड ट्रेडिंग एक्टिविटी ओके नाउ अनदर वन वेरी शॉकिंग थिंग हैज कम आउट और वो शॉकिंग चीज क्या है कि traders are initiating contracts and squaring it off in less than 3 minutes time. Okay, in 3 minutes time. So SEBI का ये data है exchanges से, and you see that in 3 minutes interval, actually there is sea change in open interest and in volume as well. So it seems that people are taking position for as less as 3 minutes. Okay. अब आपको ऐसा लगेगा कि हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी ट्रेडर्स तो एक्चुअली 3 मिनट तो उनके लिए बहुत होता है एचएफटी एक्चुअली टेक्स पोजीशन एंड दे कीप ऑन चर्निंग देयर पोर्टफोलियो एंड दैट इज व्हाई दे आर कॉल्ड हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी ट्रेडर्स but mind you, these are not high frequency traders that I'm talking. These are retail individuals. So in India, retail is also behaving like high frequency traders. क्लियर है सबको? और जब एक एक रिटेल का पकड़ के एनालाइज किया गया तो मालूम चला कि द एवरेज वेटिंग पीरियड बिफोर somebody liquidates their position is actually 30 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes in a weekly contract or monthly contract is nothing. So this statistic proves that there is significant speculation towards day end, and especially on the expiry day. I'm not talking of every day. On expiry day के दिन towards the end there is hyper uh, speculation and hyper activity and hyper transaction that is happening now. Why is this important? ये क्यों इतना worrisome है? आपको ये समझना है. One thing that I have put in context is huge losses that people are incurring. But now, by and large, people who are participating in the derivatives market do not understand derivatives. But as financial market students and learners, we understand that option premium goes down. Okay, time value of premium goes down significantly at expiry. ये तो सबको clear है ना? So there is a study conducted. So SEBI conducted a study कि कितना loss होता है लोगों को. और मैं आपको दिखाता हूं कितना लॉस होता है. ओके, at the money options 30 minutes before expiry. Okay, if you take within 30 minutes before expiry today, which is the day of expiry, if you put it in comparison to yesterday, one day before expiry, the premium today become 1/5 of yesterday's premium. Clear है सबको? So if yesterday the premium was 5 rupees, today the premium will be 1 rupee. Now imagine if you had bought options thinking that, and you have paid premium yesterday thinking that the index will go up, today your premium will be 1/5. मतलब मैं बोलते वो डोसा बनाते समय तवा पे वो पानी डालते हैं, देखा आपने, और वो पानी कैसा गायब होता है, ऑप्शन प्रीमियम वैसा गायब होता है. मैंने अपने आंख से देखा है, मतलब हम काफी ट्रेड करते हैं, मैंने अपनी आंख से देखा है. अगर आपका डायरेक्शन सही नहीं है, and if you are towards expiry, if you are on the days where contracts were introduced, then it retains the time value. But if it is the day of expiry and you have judged the direction incorrect, then within few minutes, okay, all your premium will vanish. और ये देखो यहाँ है भी डेटा at the money option. So 30 minutes before expiry, it becomes 1/5, and 5 to 10 minutes before expiry, it becomes 1/10 of yesterday's premium. Imagine कल आपने खरीदा था 20 रुपए पे और अभी वो 2 रुपया हो जाएगा. Okay, it becomes 1/10 of yesterday's premium. So what is happening? Okay, these low premiums are enticing a lot of people to get into option trading at the end of the day. तो वो क्या करते हैं, लास्ट 30 मिनट्स में पोजीशन लेते हैं, और इंडेक्स अगर उनके तरफ मूव हो गया उनके डायरेक्शन में तो उनका पैसा बनता है, और नहीं तो पैसा लूज हो जाता है. बट वी हैव सीन दैट most people most of the times are only losing money. Clear है सबको? Why? The counterparties, who are those counterparties making money? They are algo traders, they are high frequency traders, and they are qualified institutional buyers. Okay, so these are people who have sophisticated algos at their end. और हम ट्रेडिंग एंड कैपिटल मार्केट प्रोग्राम में एल्गो बहुत डीप में करते हैं. there is a book called Flash Boys. Now all of you, I hope you have very deep interest in financial markets, especially trading, etc. वो Flash Boys मैंने circulate किया था in the community. I had circulated the PDF version. If you want, I will circulate again. Please read Flash Boys. It's a brilliant book on algo trading, and it contextualizes, it sets the context and tone of how trading is happening these days. मतलब मैं तो exchanges में बहुत clued on हूँ, मुझे मालूम है कि कैसे trading, कैसे algo trading होता है, कैसे trading होता है, how order book is maintained, they are queued. I have written a book and published in the US on the same subject, okay, on how to create an exchange using .NET as a technology. I'd chosen .NET as a technology because .NET that time was very new. Okay, perhaps I should rewrite on Java on how such markets are created using Java. उस समय Java was not so popular. Okay, so I know inside out. But Flash Voice is a very good and interesting resource if you want to understand how algo trading happens in the market and how people play games. Okay, if you remind me, I will also send it in the community WhatsApp group. मैंने पहले भी भेजा था, but I think a lot of you are new in the community. Okay, so such low premiums are actually enticing people to join and hyper speculate and gamble, and it's like buying a lottery ticket for them. Okay, and so what happens? There is hardly any economic benefit to capital market ecosystem because of this. Okay, and so there are losses everywhere. 92.5 lakh individuals and prop trading firms traded in 23-24. It is there in the SEBI report. Okay, and cumulatively they incurred a loss of about 51,000 crores collective losses, and 9 out of 10 traders actually lost money. And believe me, this is not including transaction cost. If you include transaction cost, then loss actually exceeds by about 23%. क्योंकि आपने पैसे बनाए ही नहीं है, आपने brokerage दिया है. And ये trading volume जो है, if you pick up one trade, the value is so less because the premium will be very small that trading cost like STT, brokerage, okay, stamp duty, etc., uh, becomes 23% of the loss itself. So, if you make a lot of money, then cost don't mind. But if you have lost money, then cost obviously, is important. So who has made money? Large algo trading firms, high frequency traders, foreign portfolio investors. Okay, and remember that market is a zero sum game. So somebody's profit is always equal to others' losses. So people who have lost money here, 90% of 92.5 lakh traders have lost money. Okay, so about so how many people have made money? Only 10% of this. और उसमें भी हमने देखा कि 6% of the people have made less than 4,000 rupees. Okay, so imagine the people who have made money have really made a lot of money. Now, just to put this in context, individual losses in derivatives alone is equal to 32% of the total money flowing annually in Indian growth and equity mutual funds. So सबने देखा है कि equity mutual funds have gone up significantly. Correct? वो AMFI का वो जो campaign था mutual fund सही है, that has been a hit, and now everybody. I have also circulated enough material in the WhatsApp group, अपना community में. That said that bankers are now worried that people are not doing FDs. They are investing in mutual funds. But mutual fund में इतना investment आ रहा है, उसके बाद भी 32% of that amount is actually the amount that is lost in index options, index derivatives alone. So I hope you can contextualize कि कितना बड़ा loss है ये. 60,000 crores is huge. Okay. Now, guys, another request is I have created those 4-5 WhatsApp groups for you. अभी ऐसा हो रहा है कि I want to create a community out of it. But it is really a WhatsApp group. अभी वो community में transform नहीं हुआ because you guys are not posting. So I encourage all of you to post highly curative content there. So that everybody can learn from each other. Okay, इसके लिए मैंने बनाया है. We will do some physical meetings as well apart from these free seminars, etc. Okay. Putting losses in context, individual losses leading to poor profitability, it is not helping capital markets at all. Okay, in fact, it is working the other way around. Hyper speculative behavior of the market is actually creating destabilizing effects, and it is creating, distorting the prices, and unnecessary volatility is being created. Okay, so all these are problems. So what could SEBI do? SEBI के पास 2-3 ऑप्शन है. We will discuss 6-7 of the proposals that SEBI is bringing forward to curtail this behavior. So one of the option was to just ban index derivatives. Do you think it's a good option, banning index derivatives?
No, sir.
बैन तो कभी भी
No,
अच्छा
sir.
नहीं होता. हाँ, बैन तो कभी भी अच्छा नहीं होता.
Sir,
हाँ, बोलो.
because the volume चला जाएगा ना सर मार्केट से.
वॉल्यूम चला जाएगा, लेकिन उससे भी ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है. चलो मैंने उस पर स्लाइड नहीं बनाया, बट you know why people use derivatives?
Sir, for
Look,
hedging purpose.
for hedging, that is one. There are other two important reasons. बताओ क्या, गैस मारो.
Sir, to make immediate profits.
To make profit, speculation, okay. उससे भी ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है.
Sir, to lock prices.
हाँ, वो तो hedging हो गया.
So for the
mitigate
mitigation
the
of
risk.
risk which was there during the time of COVID.
नहीं, मिटिगेशन ऑफ रिस्क तो हेजिंग ही हो गया ना। दो और बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रीजन है व्हाई डेरिवेटिव्स आर यूज्ड इन द मार्केट। मैं बताऊं आपको।
Yes, sir.
ट्रेडर्स क्या होता है ना, ट्रेडर्स व्हेन दे टेक पोजीशन, ओके, देयर व्यू डजंट रियलाइज इमीडिएटली। सो मुझे ऐसा लगता है रिलायंस बढ़ेगा तो मुझे खरीद लेना चाहिए, लेकिन वो इमीडिएटली नहीं बढ़ता है। ओके, सो आई मस्ट हैव पेशेंस, एंड पेशेंस इन फाइनेंशियल मार्केट्स मींस मनी, करेक्ट, इंटरेस्ट कॉस्ट, अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट। तो क्या होता है कि मेरा व्यू है कि मार्केट बढ़ेगा, माई व्यू इज दैट रिलायंस विल गो अप, but when will it go up? I don't know. Okay, so if I lock all my money in cash market in Reliance, then all my money is gone, correct? I have to just sit and wait. I will just purchase and wait. So I need a more efficient mechanism. So futures and options by nature provide me that option where I can take a futures position by just paying margin. Okay, I just pay 15% margin and I initiate a position. So Reliance agar if the price of Reliance is 3,000 and if I want 1,000 shares, I will have to shell out 30 lakhs, correct? But the same thing, same position I can build in futures just by paying 15% margin. So what is 15% of 30 lakhs? It's only 4.5 lakhs, correct? Hai? So even smaller traders with less amount of money can take positions, number one. Number two, I can wait infinitely because I have not deployed all my 30 lakhs. Okay, I can wait infinitely because I have only deployed 4.5 lakhs for a 30 lakh position. That is number one. Number two is that it provides me enormous amount of leverage. So leverage मतलब क्या? इक्विटी मार्केट में मुझे बाई करना होता रिलायंस 1000 रिलायंस, तो आई वुड हैव हैड टू शेल आउट 30 लाख रुपीस, बट सेम थिंग आई कैन बाई इन फ्यूचर्स फॉर 4.5 lakh rupees. So 4.5 lakh means 6 times leverage, correct? But the same thing I can buy in options by paying a even smaller premium. Okay, so options में अगर मैं खरीदने जाऊंगा तो शायद मुझे 1000 रिलायंस 50-60,000 प्रीमियम में मिल जाएगा. सो मुझे कितना लीवरेज मिल गया? 60 टाइम्स लीवरेज मिल गया, करेक्ट? बिकॉज 60 into 50 is 30 lakhs. So is this clear, all of you? First benefit is,
Yes.
first benefit of
Sir,
derivatives
I
is,
have a doubt.
हाँ बोलो.
Sir, but in futures contract, so there will be an expiry, no, sir. So we
Yes, there
have
will
to,
be.
like, if we
Yes.
have to carry forward our positions, we have to either roll over the position.
Yes, you have to roll over the positions. So there is a small cost of rollover. Okay, that small cost of
हाँ.
rollover you can easily bear. That is like an interest cost. आपने बड़ा पैसा दिया नहीं, छोटा पैसा लेके आप
हाँ
बड़ा
हाँ.
पोजीशन ले रहे हो, तो कुछ तो इंटरेस्ट आपको बेयर
Yes, sir.
करना पड़ेगा.
I got the point. Like in equity, we have to pay the total amount of each and every. Like if we have to buy the quantity, like lot size जितना रहेगा उतना हमको pay करना पड़ेगा. But in futures, we will get a leverage on it. Like
करेक्ट,
if
करेक्ट.
okay, yes.
समझे आप? सो जब हम डेरिवेटिव्स का कोर्स डिटेल में करते हैं ना, तो इसको नंबर से समझते हैं. मैं इसको हर्डल बोलता हूँ. सो इन इक्विटी देयर इज नो हर्डल. यू कैन गेट इन एंड गेट आउट जस्ट बाय पेइंग ब्रोकरेज. ओके, इन फ्यूचर्स देयर इज अ हर्डल. और वो हर्डल क्या है? अगर आप लोगों ने ट्रेड किया तो आपको मालूम चलेगा कि इफ रिलायंस इज ट्रेडिंग एट 2000 rupees in the cash market, equity market, the price in futures will not be 2000, it will be 2005 rupees. So that 5 rupees is actually a hurdle. Okay, so 5 rupees ka hurdle hai, plus there is bid offer spread also. So if you enter in futures, the minute you enter you have already lost 5 rupees because you have bought at a higher price, and it will expire at the same rate. Okay, it will expire at the equity market ka closing, so you have already surrendered 5 rupees. And then if you want to roll over, there is a rollover cost. Okay, so there is a hurdle. In options, the option premium itself, whole premium is a hurdle because it's a sunk cost. Okay, so the moment you buy an option, you can do nothing but wait. ठीक है, you can of course sell it back, लेकिन वो सब डिटेल है. ठीक है, so what can SEBI do? It could have banned इंडेक्स डेरिवेटिव्स, बट वो तो बहुत ब्लंट इंस्ट्रूमेंट है. बट देयर यूज्ड टू बी समथिंग कॉल्ड एज बदला सिस्टम. मैं बदला अभी नहीं जाता हूँ बहुत. आई डोंट नो वेदर यू हैव हर्ड अबाउट बदला सिस्टम. बदला सिस्टम वाज स्क्रैप्ड बाय देन सेबी चेयरमैन जीवी रामकृष्णा इन द ईयर 1994. ओके. एंड 94 से 2000 तक जब तक डेरिवेटिव्स इंट्रोड्यूस नहीं हुआ, तब तक the market didn't go anywhere, simply because there was no volume. Why was there no volume? Because there was no mechanism to carry forward. There was no mechanism for leverage. There was nothing to hedge. Okay. So all these things were not there. And because of Badla ban, why Badla was banned, we will see in some other class, because I want to focus on derivatives. Okay. But more importantly, what is loved by traders is actually seen with skepticism by regulators. Okay. And SEBI chairman banned Badla into, sorry, it's not 2001. It was banned in 1994 on a faulty logic. Okay. मतलब वो लॉजिक भी हमने कंटेस्ट किया था. मैं उसमें बहुत नया था मार्केट में, तो भी हमने एक लेटर लिखा था सेबी चेयरमैन को, सेइंग कि द लॉजिक ऑन विच यू हैव बैंड बदला इज एक्चुअली नॉट राइट. ओके. सेबी का कंटेंशन ये था कि Badla was kind of interest that was paid by by one party, which is the buyer to the seller, for not having money to take deliveries. So what used to happen was sometimes there used to be ulta badla. Ulta badla was when shares were actually in short supply, so seller had to pay buyers. Okay. So SEBI chairman का जो argument था वो ये था कि why should sellers pay buyers money? Buyers should be paying money. तो उनको ऐसा लगता था, लेकिन I can prove to you that actually sellers are taking more risk in the market than buyers. Okay, but that is for some other session, some other class. Okay, so SEBI released a consultation paper about 6 days back on index derivative segment, and it is seeking public comments on what we think. So I have some very strong views on this, which I will be as always sending to SEBI. Lekin na, there are 5-6 things that SEBI has suggested, and that is the crux of today's session. Okay, first thing is it wants the exchanges to rationalize strike prices. So how are strike prices created? Whenever a new contract is created. So supposing today Sensex is at 82,000. Okay. And the month is August. So August month ka contract has started already. So जब August month से हम September month में जाएंगे, and supposing index at that time is 8300. So 8300 के ऊपर और 8300 के नीचे, okay, National Stock Exchange will create 35 strikes, okay, at 50-point interval. So 83,050 will be first strike, 83,100 will be second strike, 83,150 will be third strike, and so on. So above the money, out of money, 35 strikes get created, and in the money, 35 strikes get created at 50-point interval. Okay, so that is happening right now. Bank Nifty has 45 out of money and 45 in the money strikes get created. Okay, whenever a new contract get created. And if you see, Bank Nifty has 90 contracts that get created, and Nifty has only 70 contracts that created. Because Bank Nifty is more volatile. So it is expected that Bank Nifty can go up or go down more significantly than Nifty. And it covers 7 to 8% of index movement. Now, bear with me if it is going above your head. I think most of you will understand what I'm saying. नहीं समझ रहे हो तो फिर से पूछो. I will be happy to repeat. Okay. But there are some issues with short tenure contracts. With short tenure contracts, when there are too many options, then people's trading gets scattered. Okay, and chances of loss then increase. Why do chances of loss get increased? Because of scattered trading, because no contract then is liquid enough. Okay, so liquidity gets distributed in various pockets, and if the number of pockets are lesser, then still there will be chances of more liquidity. If the pockets are more, then it will obviously get scattered. Okay. Then artificial trades are getting created at low liquidity strikes with lesser premiums, simply because people are punting and people are just taking option position as lottery tickets. Okay. And there are certain price movements. There are certain price movement by algos simply because they sense that some volume has been created. If a large volume of retail has been created, one algo trade can actually wipe out all of them. Okay. And they can remove them just by becoming counterparty. So if you know algo trading, आप ये games खेल सकते हो. And a lot of people, so retail actually knows very less about the market and yet takes position. Institutional investors and high frequency traders and algo traders know the market very well. They consume tick by tick data, which means they read the entire order book and then they take positions. So these positions are actually very fruitful, and you can see only 6% of these people are making money in the market. Okay. And people are buying far away strikes because of low cost. Because they don't want to invest a lot of money, they are happy taking low cost bets. So low cost means low premium mean out of money. Okay. और वो इतना आउट ऑफ मनी लेके बैठ जाते हैं कि फिर उनका जो प्रॉफिट है वो रियलाइज ही नहीं होता, और वो पूरा प्रीमियम अल्टीमेटली सरेंडर कर देते हैं टू दी ऑप्शन सेलर. ओके. So what is SEBI's proposal? SEBI is saying reduce the number of strikes from 70 to 50 and have closer strike intervals. Okay, this is important. Have closer strike intervals near the index value and increased intervals as we move away from the index value. So वो बोल रहा है कि अभी जो 50 के intervals में strikes create हो रहे हैं, that has to come down to 10-20 near the strike price, near the index values, and out of money or deep in the money should have lesser strikes. Okay, I hope this is clear, all of you. The second suggestion that SEBI is giving is to collect premiums upfront. Now, if all of you understand clearing and settlement, option premiums are currently cleared on the same day but settled on T+1. Okay, option premiums are settled T+1. The issue with existing practice, what is the issue with existing practice? It means that, the implication is option price move in a non-linear way, increasing leverage massively. So क्या होता है कि when there are deep out of money option and the prices are going up, so suddenly, you will see a lot of movement in these premiums and they just rapidly multiply. So अगर आपने कोई deep out of money option खरीदा है for 10 rupees, you will see that immediately it will go up to 50 rupees and 100 rupees, which means 5 times, 10 times it can happen immediately. Now, as an option buyer, you will be very happy. But imagine what has happened to option seller. Okay, he has collected only 10 rupees premium, but now he's losing 100 rupees. Yeah, 80 rupees, yeah, 60 rupees, depending on how much out of money it is. So even if they lose, say, 80 rupees, they have already lost 8 times of what they have received. Okay. So ये जो relationship है between spot price and option price, this is non-linear. All of us know that. Okay. And option prices decay very fast. So even people who have bought, if the direction of movement of prices is not in their favor, then they lose option prices, lose their premiums absolutely fast. Okay. And obviously, if they lose money very fast, then they will not be committed to the transaction. So what is SEBI's proposal? SEBI says that you got to collect option premium upfront. अभी ना ये आपको हमको नहीं मालूम चलता है क्योंकि हम जीरोधा इसे से डायरेक्ट से ट्रेड करते हैं, एंड दीज ब्रोकर्स एक्चुअली कलेक्ट प्रीमियम अपफ्रंट even now. Okay. But that is not the case with high net worth individuals or people who call and trade or who have relationship with brokers. वो आराम से कल ही सेटल करेंगे, वो अभी पैसा नहीं देंगे. ये तो हम और आप हैं जो अभी पैसा देते हैं. Okay. So SEBI's proposal is to collect these premiums upfront. Okay. Just give me a minute. I will have water and then resume. Any questions, guys, till now? ये समझ में आ रहा है सबको? Please say yes if you are able to understand.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the third step that is being proposed is removal of calendar spread benefits. Now, what is calendar spread? ये सब हम अपने कोर्स में बहुत डिटेल में करते हैं, एग्जांपल्स के साथ कैलेंडर स्प्रेड के पोजीशंस निकालते हैं, इंडिविजुअल ऑप्शंस और फ्यूचर्स के पोजीशन निकालते हैं, बट मैं आपको यहाँ पर हाईलाइट बता देता हूँ. सो रिमूवल ऑफ कैलेंडर स्प्रेड बेनिफिट्स. व्हाट इज कैलेंडर स्प्रेड? Calendar spread is when you initiate two contracts, one purchase, one sale, which is on two different, either on two different strike prices or two different expiries. Okay, two different strike prices are called straddle, but two different, two different expiries are called calendar spread. तो जैसे मैंने अभी रिलायंस का फ्यूचर खरीदा, तो कितना हो गया? 30 लाख हो गया। सोचो, अगर 1000 का अज्यूम करते हैं कि लॉट 1000 का रिलायंस का, एट 3000 रुपीज द लॉट साइज बिकम्स 30 lakhs। तो मेरा मार्जिन कितने पे होगा? 30 lakhs पे होगा। एट 15% मार्जिन आई विल बी मार्जिन 4.5 lakhs। अभी मैंने खरीदा है तो, बट नेक्स्ट मंथ का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट अगर मैं सेल करूंगा ना, तो फॉर फर्स्ट 30 days I will enjoy a spread benefit. What is the spread benefit? With every 1 rupee rise of Reliance, I will lose in one contract, but I will also gain on the other contract. तो एक्सचेंज को समझ में आता है, क्लियरिंग कॉर्पोरेशन जब वो कैलकुलेट करता है मार्जिन्स, तो उसको समझ में आता है कि इसका कैलेंडर स्प्रेड पोजीशन है, इसको कम मार्जिन लगाना क्योंकि इसका पोजीशन ऑफसेट हो रहा है। So instead of 4.5 lakh plus 4.5 lakh, 9 lakh margin, perhaps I will only be charged 45,000, okay, which is 1/20th. समझ में आया सबको? So just by paying 1/20th, I can initiate a calendar spread. ठीक है? So traders get calendar spread benefit. So this benefit is also given in futures or in futures options. So if I have written a call, now if I've written a call, I have assumed unlimited benefit. But the moment I have also bought a future, okay, of the same expiry or of the next month expiry, the clearing corporation automatically gives me that benefit and reduces my margin requirement significantly. Now, if I have to pay less margin, obviously I can take more leverage. सबको समझ में आ रहा है आपको? So what is the issue with existing practice? Issue with existing practice is taking position is very easy because of reduced margin, and because of this, lot of people are taking lot of positions. Okay. Now there is a nuance to this. Now this nuance will get clear to you, in longer classes or if you actually trade derivatives. Calendar spread benefits are justified when expiry is same for both the contracts. ठीक है, so आपने option किया, futures किया है, और both will converge at one particular price, okay, which is the spot price of that particular underlying on the same date at the same time. Okay, so वो जब convergence होगा उसका, तो there is no dispute. You can enjoy the calendar spread benefit, but calendar spread benefits is not justified when expiry is different, okay, for both the contracts. So आपको ऐसा लगेगा कि सब normal है, but last mile problem इतने होते हैं और इतने price fluctuation होते हैं in the current month contract. The volatility and volume is so high. I have been always saying in this presentation that it is distorted. Okay, so it is seen that far month contract are illiquid and prices are not in tandem with near month contract. इसका मतलब है आपने जो hedge किया है वो hedge ही fail होता है, आपका model fail हो जाता है, okay, because of hyperactivity in near month contract and because of illiquidity. ठीक है, so what is SEBI's proposal? SEBI's proposal is remove calendar spread benefits for contract expiring on the same day. So अगर आज आपका कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्सपायर हो रहा है और आपका हेज पोजीशन था नेक्स्ट मंथ के कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के साथ, तो आपका आज का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट जो है वो नेकेड ट्रीट होगा. Okay, and note from my own trading experience, this is a very big one because traders are not ready with this margin. Okay, and they will need to close position even at a loss. So इसमें क्या होता है, मतलब हम रियल वर्ल्ड में देखते हैं ना, सपोजिंग मुझे लोन लेना है, ओके, सो व्हेन आई एम नॉट इन स्ट्रेस, आई एंड अप पेइंग ओनली 8% margin, sorry, 8% interest. But if I'm in spread, if I'm in a stress, okay, और मेरे पास कुछ collateral नहीं है, immediately the rate goes up from 8% to 12%. Okay, for personal loans the rate may be 16%. For credit cards it may be 36%. Clear है सबको? So when you are not stressed out, that time you can enjoy negotiation benefits in financial markets. But the moment you are in stress, okay, you surrender. When you surrender at a cost. So removal of calendar spread benefit for the contract that is expiring today is like surrendering. Okay, and when you surrender, there is a cost. आपको अपना position liquidate करना पड़ता है even at a loss. Okay. SEBI's next proposal or fourth proposal is to monitor intraday position limits. Even now, intraday position limits are monitored by MIIs. MIIs are market infrastructure institutions, which is more specifically, stock exchanges and clearing corporations. Currently, they do monitor position limits but at the end of the day. But interesting thing is कि ये सारा जो ड्रामा हो रहा है ये लास्ट डे हो रहा है. So end of day actually कोई position ही नहीं रहता, सब zero हो जाता है because they all expire, contract itself expires, all position expires. But during the day इतना hyper activity हो गया. Okay, so it goes undetected. अनडिटेक्टेड होने से क्या होता है कि सारे पोजीशंस का प्रॉब्लम होता है. So what is the proposal? SEBI says that we got to monitor this intraday position at various intervals, and we gradually need to move to real time. Of course, humongous amount of technology will be required to monitor it real time. But anyways, intraday margins are already being monitored or at order level itself. मतलब आपने जैसे ही order डाला, आपका न्यू मार्जिन कैलकुलेट होता है, आपका इनिशियल मार्जिन ब्लॉक होता है. ये सब हम अपना डेरिवेटिव्स मार्केट और इसमें जो ट्रेडिंग एंड एडवांस कैपिटल मार्केट प्रोग्राम में करते हैं. सो योर मार्जिन इज ऑटोमेटिकली डेबिटेड एंड योर क्लियरिंग मार्जिन केप्ट विद दी, उसका जो लिक्विड नेटवर्थ कैलकुलेट होता है उसमें ऑटोमेटिकली वो ये कर दिया जाता है, फ्रीज कर दिया जाता है, एंड इट इज कंपेयर्ड विद हिज liquid net worth at the clearing corporation. So the process is fairly complicated, okay, but it's very systematic. और उसमें one of the levers that they have is to monitor intraday position limits, which they are saying we will now do on intraday and not end of day, क्योंकि end of day तो position ऐसे भी zero हो गया. Okay. Something that has come out in the newspapers and documented a lot is increase in minimum contract size. Currently, the contract size was 5 to 10 lakh, which was set in 2015. Now the index itself has gone up 3 times. So SEBI has said that it's too small to be an entry barrier. And the proposal is to first increase the contract price to the contract value to 15 to 20 lakhs. वो तो already हो गया, and in 6 months time it will be raised further from 20 to 30 lakhs. So now at least if you have to pay margin 5 लाख या 6 लाख के ट्रेड पे, तो अगर 15% देना भी हुआ तो 2.25 लाख होता है. सो 2.25 लाख देके कोई भी पोजीशन लेता था. नाउ द मार्जिन इटसेल्फ विल बी 4.5 to 6 lakh rupees. Okay. SEBI is also cracking down on weekly expiry products. Existing practices currently every day, there is some contract that is expiring. Issue with existing practices entire, week there is some contract that is expiring, and because of that, actually people are moving from one contract to another, even if they don't know the underlying. Okay, hyper speculative money is moving from one expiry to another daily basis. ठीक है, so ये daily का business now, SEBI wants to actually kill. Okay. और इसमें भी एक न्यूआंस है, आप देखो, मतलब हम बोलते हैं ना कि ऑप्शन प्राइसेस और ऑप्शन प्रीमियम दे श्रिंक विद टाइम. सो हाउ मच डू दे श्रिंक? देखो ये मेरे लिए भी आई ओपनर है. मतलब मैं इतने साल से डेरिवेटिव्स ट्रेड करता हूँ, डेरिवेटिव्स पढ़ाता हूँ, बट मेरे लिए भी आई ओपनर है व्हेन आई वेंट थ्रू दिस टेबल. So individual is holding a position only for 30 minutes, as I told you earlier. Okay. And they are also bearing the brunt of decay in time. ये देखो, a contract that is in one day, 3rd July to 4th July, आप देखो time value of this contract. So one contract time value yesterday at closing was 126, and everything else being the same on the day of expiry. Okay. At the closing time it becomes 1 rupees 20 paisa. मतलब 100 times उसका value shrink हो जाता है, 100 times. This is the next day afternoon को वो 126 से 30 होता है 29.2, and then at the end it becomes 1.2. I mean, it's an eye opener for me. Eye opener for me because I don't buy options, I sell options. मैं पहले परचेज करता था जब यंग था तो, लेकिन I have realized that purchasing option is not a good way to make money. Selling options is a very good way to make money. But selling options obviously comes with a lot of risk. Okay. If you don't understand risk, then it will be a problem. So proposal is to move expiries back to weekly rather than every day expiry. Okay, so there may be weekly expiry, but they will all expire on the same day, so that hot money doesn't move from one contract to another. Okay. Then SEBI is also proposing to increase margin. Existing practices, there is no differentiation in margin. It is the same every day. Uh, what is the issue with the current practice? Issue is that hyper speculation leads to volatility and leads to losses in premiums. And if there is a black swan event, guys, what is a black swan event? Black swan event is once in a lifetime, it may happen, and it may be so severe that it may be very difficult to, counter it. For example, what happened in Wayanad, for example, एक पूरा का पूरा village got wiped out because that hill itself, because of rain, it got washed out. अब आप उसमें क्या करोगे? मतलब nobody can do anything. Advance में warning रहता तो people could have vacated. But this is also not a black swan event. Black swan events are much bigger. So, for example, 2008 crisis was a black swan event. Okay, it was brewing, 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 and one day it just exploded. So, what is the proposal? SEBI says increase in margins and specifically increase the ELM. Okay, ELM is exposure extreme loss margin. Extreme loss margin by 3% on the day before expiry and by 5% on the day of expiry. So automatically, more funds will get blocked. Retail people will have to pay more money, and so they will take less position. Okay. So this brings me to the end of my presentation. Guys, I will just take 2 minutes to talk about the two most important programs that I personally teach and offer. Okay, and we offer from FMLI. One is the certification in trading and advanced capital markets program. I believe that if you have time and patience for just one program, okay, that improves your employability dramatically. It's got to be this program, certification in trading and advanced capital market program. Now, a lot of you, want to do CFA, FRM, etc., but it involves a lot of commitment in terms of time, money. We have mastered the art of getting you from wherever you are to making you highly employable in about 1.5 months time. Okay, so this is one program which is highly recommended. It is purely on the capital market infrastructure side, things that are taken to be leadership level, but students lack, which is everything about capital markets, liquidity, price discovery, investment opportunities, risk management, global capital flows, exchanges, clearing corporations, how this entire thing is structured and how everything is interconnected, okay, and how these matter. Even if you do not want to take this program but yet want to build your employability, you just ask for the brochure and go through the brochure. मतलब उसमें हमने इतना डिटेल में दिया हुआ है कि अगर आप वो लेके अपना सिलेबस ही बना लोगे तो आपको काफी फायदा होगा. So this is one. Okay, and second is of course our practitioner certification in global listed derivatives. Now, just a word of caution: there are a lot of derivative programs in the market, but they only talk about trading and trading strategies. But if you see, risk management in derivatives, how you calculate your positions, uh, whether you understand span margin or not, how initial margin is calculated, how mark to market margin is calculated, how ad hoc margin and ELM is calculated, the entire business of span and 16 scenarios. So we cover everything in our derivative program because we know that you will not be taken by any institution as a trader in derivatives. मतलब ये जितने भी brokerage houses हैं और back office custodians, they take more from management side rather than trading side. Okay, or management में ना lot more things are needed. So please again ask for the brochure of the certification in global listed derivatives program also. ये दो अगर आपने कर लिया ना तो आपने मतलब कैपिटल मार्केट्स पूरा फोड़ लिया, इतना तो मैं जानता हूँ. ऐसा आप मतलब डोंट टेक माय वर्ड, यू विल आल्सो बी हैविंग मेंटर्स. You can take the brochure to mentors and you can find out. Okay, please be active in our community. All of you, if you have not joined the WhatsApp group, please join the WhatsApp group as well. इसका भी आप screenshot ले सकते हो. This is my number. Okay, although I post on daily basis, so you have seen me. If you need anything, please get in touch. ठीक है, please attend these programs. We will only increase the programs. We were waiting for all of you to return from your summer internships. अभी से लेके आपके placement तक हम बहुत सारा programs करेंगे इस तरह का. उसके बाद तो मतलब I hope all of you join very good jobs. Okay. I help students on increasing their employability dramatically. Personally, I teach. And my guarantee is कि आप 1-1.5 महीने में 2 महीने में आप बहुत ही एकदम चैम्प बन जाओगे फाइनेंशियल मार्केट्स में, उतना मैं आपको गारंटी कर सकता हूँ. ठीक है. इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चंस आई विल बी हैप्पी टू आंसर. डेरिवेटिव्स आप सब लोग फॉलो कर रहे हो, आई बिलीव.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Like there is a option, like there is a feature in Zerodha, like a basket feature, in which you were telling about the calendar spread. So, is there any relation with the calendar spread and the Zerodha basket feature? Like in that, what happens is we will
मैं आपको डिटेल में बताता हूँ. मैं अपने पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस से बताता हूँ. पहले आई वाज द हेड ऑफ एल्गो ट्रेडिंग इन अ फॉर्च्यून 500 कंपनी. सो जब हम एल्गोस करते हैं ना, तो क्या होता है कि देर आर सर्टेन एल्गोज वेयर 2 legs और 3 legs ऑफ द पोजिशन आर टाइड टू ईच अदर. ओके. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ आई हैव टू एग्जीक्यूट अ कैलेंडर स्प्रेड, और कैलेंडर स्प्रेड में रिस्क क्या होगा कि आपका नियर मंथ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, बिकॉज इट इज हाईली लिक्विड, इट विल गेट एग्जीक्यूटेड, बट यू विल नॉट फाइंड अ काउंटर पार्टी, और यू विल नॉट फाइंड द काउंटर पार्टी एट द राइट प्राइस टू एग्जीक्यूट द फार मंथ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, द नेक्स्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. तो क्या होता है कि आपका एक लेग एग्जीक्यूट हो जाएगा, दूसरा लेग एग्जीक्यूट नहीं होगा, तो आपको कैलेंडर स्प्रेड का बेनिफिट नहीं मिलेगा. समझ रहे हो? मार्जिन आपका ज्यादा चला जाएगा और आप उसके लिए प्रिपेयर्ड नहीं होगे. प्लस आपका स्ट्रैटेजी ही ऐसा है कि आपको आर्बिट्राज करना है. करेक्ट. सो बोथ द लेग्स आर इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू. सो वहां पर ना दिस काइंड ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी कम्स इनटू पिक्चर वेर यू एग्जीक्यूट two orders as a basket. Okay. Basket is not the right word. Basket includes more than 2 orders. It's pair trading. आपने PAIR pair. So
Okay.
options में, हाँ, if you go through options literature, you will find a lot of reference to pair trading. So pair trading is nothing but trading that says कि either my both legs should get executed or no leg should get executed, but only one leg should not get executed. समझ रहे हो? IRCTC में हम अपने पेरेंट्स के लिए बुक करते हैं ना, लोअर बर्थ ही मिलेगा तो ही एग्जीक्यूट करना, नहीं तो मत करना. ठीक है. सो वैसा ही है कि एग्जीक्यूट बोथ द लेग्स और डोंट एग्जीक्यूट एनी लेग. बास्केट ट्रेडिंग कैसा है ना, एल्गो जब नहीं हुआ करता था और मुझे निफ्टी में पोजीशन लेना है और मुझे सेंसेक्स में पोजीशन लेना है, तो हम क्या करते थे उस समय, तो वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स भी अवेलेबल नहीं था फॉर ट्रेडिंग. करेक्ट. सो हम क्या करते थे कि उसका जो अंडरलाइंग 30 शेयर्स है सेंसेक्स का या 50 शेयर्स है इंडेक्स का, उसमें इन द सेम प्रोपोर्शन एज देयर वेट्स हम ऑर्डर्स ये करते थे, एग्जीक्यूट करते थे. तो यू हैड टू, सो टेक्नोलॉजी उस, ये थोड़ा ओल्ड टेक्नोलॉजी है, डेटेड है. बट इफ यू से प्लीज गेट मी 100 बास्केट, it means that please get me 100 units of those 50 shares in the proportions of their weights. Okay. और सब execute करो. So that is what basket is. Clear है आपको?
Yes, sir.
Any other question, guys?
Is there any course for the program that goes back?
Coursera पे है, लेकिन I would suggest you take a more interactive program like the one that I am talking about, simply because Coursera वगैरह पे मैंने देखा है कि first is there is too much material on trading side in derivatives on YouTube itself. Okay. So अगर आपको कोई कोर्स नहीं लेना हो तो YouTube is brilliant. आप YouTube से सीख सकते हो. लेकिन YouTube का एक ही प्रॉब्लम है कि all the material available is on trading side and strategy side. बट ना डेरिवेटिव्स में अगर आपको बिल्ड करना है या कैपिटल मार्केट में आपको बिल्ड करना है स्किल्स अपना, स्पेशली लीडरशिप स्किल्स, दैट इज द रीजन व्हाई आई कॉल्ड आवर इंस्टीट्यूट एज लीडरशिप इंस्टीट्यूट. यू गॉट टू पे अ लॉट ऑफ emphasis on things beyond trading. Okay. So beyond trading जब हम बोलते हैं तो क्या है? It is how to calculate positions. Okay. How to settle your transaction, how to clear your transaction, how to calculate your margin, how to reconcile your margin. ये स्पैन जो मैकेनिज्म, आई डोंट नो वेदर यू हैव हर्ड अबाउट स्पैन. स्पैन स्टैंड्स फॉर स्टैंडर्ड पोर्टफोलियो एनालिसिस. ओके. ऑल द डेरिवेटिव एक्सचेंजेस इन द वर्ल्ड एंड कमोडिटी एक्सचेंजेस इन द वर्ल्ड use span, and it is a model created by Chicago Mercantile Exchange. आप उसके Chicago Mercantile Exchange के वेबसाइट पे जाओगे तो आपको मिल जाएगा स्पैन. So span actually simulates 16 scenarios on the options side. और जो वर्स्ट लॉस सिनेरियो है वो टेकअप करता है. सो एज यू नो, एज स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ डेरिवेटिव्स यू शुड गेट इनटू डिटेल्स ऑफ ऑल दिस. अगर ये आपको नहीं पता है ना तो आप मतलब जॉब्स नहीं कर पाओगे. आप ब्रोकरेज फर्म ज्वाइन करोगे, आपको डे वन आपका बॉस बोलेगा कि ये मार्जिन रिकंसाइल करो क्लियरिंग कॉर्पोरेशन के साथ, और आप बोलोगे क्लियरिंग कॉर्पोरेशन वो तो मालूम ही नहीं है मेरे को. तो ना ये प्रॉब्लम यूट्यूब में है और बाकी कोर्सेज में है. दे डोंट teach you how to do risk management, how to do position calculation, how to do clearing, how to do settlement. Okay. ये हम क्यों करते हैं? क्योंकि हमको बहुत एक्सपीरियंस है. हमने पूरा टेक्नोलॉजी ऑपरेशन सब बिल्ड किया है, बड़े एक्सचेंजेस का, बड़े ब्रोकरेज हाउसेस वगैरह का. सो वी आर इन यूनिक वे टू पोजिशन टू एक्चुअली इम्पार्ट दिस नॉलेज. सो क्लियर है? इज दिस ओके?
Is there any cost?
Of course, there is cost. This is a 1 month program. Okay, derivatives is a 1 month program, 1 hour a day, 1 to 1.5 hours a day. और हमने ना इसका कॉस्ट एक्चुअली अभी बहुत कम रखा है, 8,000 rupees. Okay, because we have introduced our course this year, we are giving a discount. एंड बिलीव मी, आप मतलब ब्रोशर देख लो, अपने मेंटर्स से ये करवा लो. इट इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट डेरिवेटिव्स प्रोग्राम्स इन द वर्ल्ड. आई एम नॉट सेइंग बिकॉज आई हैव क्रिएटेड इट, आई एम सेइंग बिकॉज वी हैव इम्प्लीमेंटेड दिस इन अ लॉट ऑफ ट्रेडिंग हाउसेज, एल्गो ट्रेडिंग हाउसेज, ब्रोकरेज फर्म्स, एक्सचेंजेस इटसेल्फ. तो हमको बहुत इंसाइडर व्यू है ऑफ ऑल दीज थिंग्स. Okay, these two programs are actually the best. Again, I'm not saying this because we have created. मतलब आप कहीं भी ले जाके ये validate करवा सकते हो. Any other questions, guys? चलो, thank you, bye bye.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Please share the recording.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, I will share
Thank
the
you, sir.
recording.